I give you Bart Simpson. I was like, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the greatest showcases of range in animated shows from some of the best voice actors in the business.
When I do a table read, I have to jump back and forth. Where it's like, hey, what's going on? Oh, hello, fat man. Oh, Stewie, how are you?
Number 10. D. Bradley Baker as Perry the Platypus. Phineas and Ferb. Sometimes you don't need a lot of dialogue to get your point across. In D. Bradley Baker's case, you may not even need words at all.
When I close off my nose, it gives a resonance to it that makes it feel bigger. For instance,
This versatile voice actor is best known for his work as Monsters and Animals, including Phineas and Ferb's pet platypus, Perry. It's safe to say this aquatic mammal's signature chatter is a far cry from Baker's typical speaking voice, and yet he still makes it look easy.
I'll never get tired of you doing that. Awesome.
Further proving his range, the actor also provides the voices of Aang's animal companions, Momo and Appa in Avatar: The Last Airbender. This not only includes the pair's pitch-perfect animal noises, but their all-too short-lived turn as speaking samurai in Nightmares and Daydreams as well.
Guys, come on.
No, I am sick of this guy always mouthing off and telling me what to do.
Oh, you don't like it? Well, let's go right now.
Number 9. Kevin Michael Richardson as Cleveland Brown Jr. The Cleveland Show. If you need a deep, booming voice for your cartoon show, typically Kevin Michael Richardson is the man for the job.
Jamba Jukiba.
I was feeling a bit screw loose, so I checked myself in.
What is that monstrosity?
He's frequently been heard playing bad guys like Gantu in Lilo and Stitch, or Shredder in the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. But it may come as a surprise that Richardson is also the voice of the sensitive, rule-following son of Cleveland Brown on The Cleveland Show.
And I love my daddy, and he helps me wipe even though I'm 14 years old.
The performance, unsurprisingly, often requires Richardson to do vocal warm-ups before recording, requiring a much higher pitch than his natural speaking voice. Seth MacFarlane clearly appreciated his unique range, as he'd also cast the actor in a similarly challenging role of Billy in American Dad.
Hello, fellow babysitters. Him too?
Number 8. Nick Kroll as Lola, Big Mouth.
Oh my god, Jimmy, I want to go to a Pretty Little Liars meet and greet.
To play a convincing teenage girl as an adult man is no small feat, and yet Nick Kroll does so effortlessly on Big Mouth. Before the animated series' conception, Kroll was best known for his work on the sketch comedy series Kroll Show, where he regularly stretched the limits of his acting and vocal talents.
I don't know, would you maybe want to go check it out some Friday night?
What time?
That's the beauty of points, whenever we want.
Although he didn't know it yet, it was there that he began developing the voice of Lola, in the form of Publicity's Liz G. Over the years, the voice has transcended its original purely comedic origins, with Kroll proving his ability to take Lola to serious emotional depth, both through dialogue and in song.
Up to a cold, empty condo. Fill the deafening silence with voices on TV.
Number 7. Mel Blanc as Bugs Bunny, Various.
And this head of the company, or head of the voice department, kept saying, we have all the voices we need, we don't need anybody. And I kept this up for every 2 weeks. I'd go there, and he kept saying the same thing. I said, just listen to me anyway.
Known as the man of 1,000 voices, the breadth of Mel Blanc's acting ability should come as no surprise, but that doesn't mean he shouldn't be recognized for his unique talents. Blanc is best known for his work with the Looney Tunes, where he played Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Pepe Le Pew, and Tweety Bird, among others. Although all of these characters helped to exemplify what made him such a powerhouse performer, Bugs was arguably his most famous role.
Yeah, what's up, Doc? We got something, Doc. Let's do it again.
It may come as a surprise to you that the voice is somewhat of an impression. The famous rabbit's speech patterns are actually based to a degree on It Happened One Night character Oscar Shapley, right down to calling people Doc.
Mean anything, Doc? No offense, Doc.
Number 6. Pamela Adlon as Bobby Hill, King of the Hill.
I was able to pay my rent, put food on my table, doing voiceover, and I couldn't get arrested like in on-camera or any kind of acting job.
You're definitely getting arrested now in a good way.
Even if you've never seen a single episode of King of the Hill, you've likely encountered Bobby. The young son of the show's protagonist, Hank Hill, Bobby has lived on in memes long after the show's untimely cancellation.
Don't be afraid to shout it. That's my purse! Try it again.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
The character often challenges his father's preconceived notions of what's right and wrong, making up for his lack of book smarts with a whole lot of heart. Behind the scenes, he's voiced by New York actress, writer, and director Pamela Adlon. Her believable performance as the teenage Texan, which is obviously a total departure from her usual sound, has rightfully earned her an Emmy.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
Yes, sir. Yes, I can't believe I'm on The Tonight Show. I'm in Hollywood. I got the roots in Questlove.
Number 5. Tom Kenny as Eduardo, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Another voice actor who got his start in stand-up and sketch comedy. Tom Kenny's comedic acting prowess knows no bounds, behind a mic or in front of a camera.
I liked stand-up, but I didn't love it. And I had always had this dream to be in animation voiceover. That was the stuff I loved. I loved cartoons, I loved animation.
Today he is best known for his role as SpongeBob SquarePants on the show of the same name. But he's never been afraid to take on characters on the complete opposite side of the vocal spectrum. One such example is Eduardo from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
They want it. We want it. But she likes me best.
Kenny uses a gruff, heavily accented voice to bring the monster to life, striking a perfect balance between the character's intended role as protector and his ironically cowardly personality. In a particularly impressive feat, he's even able to maintain the character's cadence throughout his many fearful screams.
It's okay, Ed.
It was just a whiz-bee.
Number 4. Seth MacFarlane as Stewie Griffin, Family Guy.
Fucking seal, aren't I, Graham Norton? You know, you're an Irishman. You think these people accept you as one of their own, but they don't.
There's something inherently funny about a toddler who speaks fluent British English, particularly when he's surrounded by a family of quintessential Americans. It's likely why Stewie became one of Family Guy's most popular characters, presenting at award shows, starring in advertisements, and even cameoing in live-action series.
And the sun shines again. Good man, Boothie.
What the hell's going on here?
You shut up and don't move. Booth, you're coming with me.
Hey, wait! Stop!
Voice actor Seth MacFarlane has played no small part in this runway success, even when you ignore his multitude of other roles in the show's production. To hear the character talking to Brian, for whom MacFarlane uses his own natural voice, is sort of surreal.
Yeah, so Brian, would you like some Cool Whip? Well, why are you saying it like that? What am I saying? I'm saying Cool Whip.
He may not always nail the British pronunciation of certain words, but the consistency of Stewie's well-crafted persona throughout the seasons is impressive. Number 3. Nancy Cartwright as Bart Simpson, The Simpsons.
Your attention, please. Your attention, please. I have an announcement to make. I'm bored.
Much like Stewie, The Simpsons' only son, Bart, found success far beyond the confines of his animated series, adorning t-shirts, selling Butterfingers, and even landing the cover of Rolling Stone. Unfortunately, his actress Nancy Cartwright didn't get to share in his success as much as she should have, as Fox initially forbade her from giving interviews. They didn't want people to focus on their favourite 10-year-old boy actually being an adult woman.
My favorite one is, "Hi, I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?"
Nowadays, Cartwright also performs as Bart's peers, Ralph, Todd, and Nelson, among others. Bart and these other characters sound distinct from each other and from the actress's typical speaking voice. Needless to say, she can often fly under the radar while out publicly. Cartwright never ceases to impress.
It still amazes me that people don't know, because I feel like I just blah, 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 blah all the time.
Number 2. Tara Strong as Terrence, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Once you create a character, in my experience, they live up in my brain and they're just ready to come down when it's their turn. So I don't confuse them. They all are their own entity.
You likely know Tara Strong as Twilight Sparkle in My Little Pony, or as Bubbles in the Powerpuff Girls, or maybe you associate her most strongly with the neglected Timmy Turner in The Fairly Odd Parents. We could go on, but we'd be here all day. With so many iconic characters to choose from, we wouldn't blame you if you didn't know that she voiced Terrence, Mac's older brother in Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Well, 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 looky what I got here. It's Mr. Destructo and his evil pal, Breaky. Mom is gonna be so mad when she sees what you two have done.
One of the show's few purely antagonistic characters, Terrence has a far harsher sound than we're accustomed to hearing from Strong. It's indistinguishable from the voice of an actual teenage boy, and instantly conveys his abrasive personality within just one line of dialogue.
Ah, the sweet laughter of victory!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. John Roberts as Linda Belcher, Bob's Burgers.
It's a tasting. You're supposed to swirl it around and shake the glass to open it up or something. Like this. Hey, open up, wine. Linda's coming in.
If you've ever done an impression of your own mother, you have that in common with John Roberts. The only difference is that he made a career out of it.
A lot of her inflections and like, aww. And all right. That's all kind of stuff that she's said for years.
Although the voice of Linda Belcher sounds nothing like Roberts' typical speaking voice, it apparently sounds like his mum, who the actor channels for the role. The impression is clearly done with a lot of love, making Linda intensely likeable, various quirks, vices, and all. Most impressively, Roberts also frequently sings, and does so quite well, while performing as the Belcher matriarch.
It's the Christmas of my dreams.
Did any of these voice actors surprise you with their range? Let us know in the comments.
Hello, Francine. I'm ready for my fish feeding now.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.